What's up, guys? My name is Chloe Dardashian. I'm a TCSM and DVD streamer with over 7,200 DVD hours and 400 hours in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And today I'm about to show you how to play Texas Chainsaw's Family House map in what I think is the best and most fun way. First off, I just wanted to specify that this guide is for victims. Family House is widely known to be the most difficult of the 3 maps for victims, as 4 out of the 5 basement exits lead straight up into the house filled with bloodthirsty family members who typically padlock and trap any and every place you can escape the house itself. With 3 killers running throughout the cramped house environment, it's really no shock that people struggle to break through the inevitable cook padlocks or hitchhiker window and fuse box traps. However, after many hours of struggling with every family house playstyle I could think of, I finally came up with what I call the aggro playstyle, or the aggressive playstyle. The aggro playstyle is best suited for people who like to be in the action, plus it's especially effective if you have decent map or loot knowledge. And the entire point of this build is to effectively do what DVD players call 5-gen chases, which basically means bypassing the locked doors by jumping out of the front window and taking the killer or killers for a spin outside while your team does the objectives. And if you're new to TCSM, this method can also be a great way to learn map layout, as well as how to maximize strong tiles, giving your team some time to open up escapes rather than retreating down wells as soon as you're caught. So first things first, you'll need a few specific perks and attribute point placements to make this playstyle effective. If you choose to play Anna, I recommend maxing out her toughness, then investing the rest of your points into endurance. For perks, I always run Choose Flight, which resets your stamina bar instantly 3 times after it depletes, since your goal is to take killers on essentially a long chicken chase. For the other 2 perk slots, I recommend running either No Cell or What Doesn't Kill You, as well as Extra Drip. However, these are up to your discretion. When you're not playing Anna, you don't have her ability, which reduces any damage received significantly, and this means it's best to invest all of your points into toughness, as well as run Stunt Double, which significantly reduces the damage taken from using wells or jumping out of windows. Windows take a massive chunk of your health, and the family can easily come outside and quickly execute you, so this perk is a must-have. You'll still want to bring Choose Flight as well. I typically run No Cell or What Doesn't Kill You for my last perk slot, however, this again is up to you. Okay, so let's get into action. The first thing I like to do is grab 2 items, a health pot and a bone scrap. This is because hitchhikers will typically trap the front window, so a bone scrap will allow you to instantly free yourself and get a head start as they head out the front door to chase you. If there's no hitchhiker, it still helps to enter a close encounter once you've reached a safe point, as long as there's only 1 killer chasing you. That way you can get some stamina back and save your Choose Flight sacks. The health pot will help you recover any damage from jumping out of the window, landing in a trap, or just being hit by a killer, giving you some more time to loop outside safely. Once you're outside, it helps to quickly check if the generator is by the front of the house or the back shed near the battery exit. Typically, if the generator is out front, I'll run towards the back near the battery, but more towards the corner. That way a teammate can attempt to safely turn the generator off, or even sneak around to open the battery escape. If the gen is in the back area near battery, I'll run towards the front shed, which forces at least 1 killer to chase me in a dead zone at a loop that isn't mind gameable. Either way, there are extremely strong loops available to you, which means they'll spend endless time chasing you or call for backup, giving your teammates even more leeway to get an exit open. Like I just mentioned, you have 2 directions to take your chase in, the back area or the front shed. I'll go ahead and show you exactly how to maximize chases in both areas, and what to do in the chase is with multiple killers rather than 1. The shed loop is extremely simple and safe. Just literally use the crawl space while paying attention to which direction the killer is coming from. The goal is to loop here as long as possible. However, if another killer arrives here, you'll most likely need to take the well nearby to get to safety. The back area loops are a little more complex since there's so much more to choose from, which means even if multiple killers show up, you should still be able to chase here at least long enough for your team to open the fuse box or turn off the generator and or pressure valve. When running towards the back, you'll see a crawl space directly in front of the back gate. Even if you're being chased by a killer who uses crawl spaces, this is still the best place to run straight through, as there's a Bubba barricade to your left and to your right. The left barricade leaves the loop 100% unmind gameable, so typically this is when a second or third killer will come out to join the chase, since they can't just leave you out there near the escapes for free. This is also where map and loop knowledge really help, so you'll want to learn these loops and how to maximize all of them together as quickly as possible. As this guide comes to an end, I wanted to share some quick tips I've learned since I started playing Family House games this way that will help you become the absolute Giga Chad you can and will be. Number 1, let your teammates open the basement doors. Your proficiency is most likely pretty low since you invested your points into toughness and or endurance, so always just grab a bone scrap and a health pot first. Number 2. If your team opens the basement exit, just drop down the well near the battery exit immediately if possible. This well drops you closest to the basement exit. Number 3. Learn the health spawns near each loop. That way you can heal mid-chase when you have a little time to grab them and reset. Number 4. As of right now, getting stuck in a trap placed inside the front window will show the animation of jumping outside, but still keep you in the trap. Don't panic, just use your bone scrap to escape and jump outside anyways. Number 5. Just have fun with it. For a lot of players, especially people coming from Dead by Daylight, chases can be the most fun part of every match. Even if your teammates don't open any escapes and you end up taking an involuntary permanent nap in the grass, learn something from the match, and be proud that you learn to be better every time. Lastly, I just wanted to say thanks a ton for watching. This guide was super fun to put together, and I hope it helps you as much as this playstyle has helped me to have fun and get better in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Take care, and I'll see you guys in Texas.